Hello there and welcome to another video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do leave them in the comments. If you want more videos like this one, do hit subscribe. So we really want to hold on to our investments for as long as possible, but sometimes there is actually good reason to sell off an entire position or at least parts of it. But you need a really good reason to do so. The first one would be if the fundamentals about a company changes. So these could be things such as business strategy, innovation, financial capabilities. So if a company loses its edge when it comes to innovation, the products are not as innovative as they used to be. The financial ratios such as margins, debt ratios are going down the slump, or if the fundamental business strategy, so the strategy of execution, how to sell their products, changes, and it's basically not the same company as it was when you decided to invest, that could be a reason to sell your position. Now, the next reason would be key people leaving. So this will usually be CEOs, right? There are some companies with a very, charismatic CEO, very popular CEO, and a lot of people tend to invest in certain companies because of the CEO alone, because you have so much faith in him or her. Now, if that person leaves and the company was more or less built around this one person, that could be a reason to sell the stock. But I would give it some time to see what happens, because the company is probably not going to go down the shitter the day after the CEO leaves. Now, example of these nowadays would be Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos. Now, next one would be basically taking profit. Now, I'm not a big fan of this, but sometimes if a stock has run up, just skyrocketed, and you can't really see any reason why, so you think it's almost like an unfair run up of the stock price, you might want to take some profits. Now, this could be because you're afraid that the stock has gone up too much for its own good, or it could be to just take some profits, keep it in cash, and maybe put it into the market at a better time. Now, the last one would be if there are better investments. Your money should always be invested, in the best possible investment. So if you've owned a company, you've made a bunch of money off of it, but you're not too excited about it anymore, and there's this other company you really want to invest in, you have to sell and buy the other company. You always want your money to be in the best place possible, because your only goal is to make as much money as possible. So, if any of these changes, there's probably a better place for your money. So these three are sort of equals this, So always have your mind open to new investments, and never be too stubborn. Hold on to your stocks for as long as possible, but don't be too stubborn. So invest wisely and you'll make a bunch of money, and until next time.